Hello students, today we are going to see the last point of this chapter, that is concept of relative velocity. This point is said to be very easy point compared to all other points from this chapter. That's why I decided to take this point as a last point of the chapter. Concept of relative velocity. When we can say the velocity is said to be relative velocity. For example, if two bodies or two objects are under motion, this is one object which is under velocity, this is second object which is under velocity. If both the objects which are moving with the same velocity, then person in one object or one vehicle, what he feels that both are said to be steady, or person in the B vehicle, what he feels both are moving with the same speed. But is it actual practice? Can they are said to be at steady state? No, they are moving with the constant velocity. एकाला वाटतं दुसरा याच्यामध्ये स्टेट ऑफ रेस्टलाच बसलेला आहे. Both are moving with the constant speed, means both are having some velocity. But person inside the vehicle, he feels that other is said to be steady with respect to velocity of that vehicle. So we are going to discuss what is this exact concept of this relative velocity. If the object at A moving with the velocity Va, okay, object is at position B moving with the velocity Vb. Is it clear? This is under motion and this is under motion. This is first case. Second case, if one object is at rest and second object is under motion. I can discuss this example with the example of train motion. Example of train motion. If we are standing on the platform, means we are at the rest. Train is moving towards you. It is moving towards the observer because I can observe the train. So I becomes observer. Train is moving towards the observer. What happens to velocity of sound of the train? If the train is moving towards the observer, velocity of sound will increase. Why? Because difference in the distance between both will be decreasing. This is at rest. This is under motion. जसं जवळ येणार train towards the observer, velocity of the sound produced by the train चा विसर असतो मला ऐकतो, त्याची velocity काय होते वाढत राहते. म्हणजे कसे these two motions are said to be relative to each other. Relative चा अर्थ काय? मोशन ट्रेन एका पोझिशनला इथे प्रेझेंट आहे, ए पोझिशनला आहे. You will get some velocity of the sound which is coming from the train. That velocity is said to be 2 meter per second. Okay, sound या velocityनं ट्रेन यायला लागले, तुम्हाला साऊंड काय तरी ऐकू आला 10 decibel. Now train is moving to position B. Still you are at the rest because you are acting as a observer. You are observing how the intensity is increasing. Velocity will be 3 meter per second increases. Intensity of sound heard by the observer will be 20 decibel. Again, if train is reaching towards you at point C, velocity of train will be increasing. How much intensity of sound you heard? 30 decibel. Is it clear? So what happens? Intensity of sound increases. Velocity of sound, velocity of the train increases. At any point, is the intensity of sound remains the same? No. As you are at the rest, train is moving towards you. You are observing velocity of train and sound intensity coming from the train. Sound intensity increases. Means what? These two velocities are said to be relative. Relatives are the intensity becomes increasing. 10 झाल्यानंतर 20, 10, 20, 30, 40. When it's totally reaching to the observer, what happens? Intensity of sound coming from the train whistle will be maximum. Means this train is moving relative to the observer. Opposite to that, if we consider the second case, this is the motion, means observer is under motion. Now your observer, you are moving towards the train and train is moving towards you. Train is moving towards you. You are moving with velocity Va and train is moving with the velocity Vb. This is train moving towards you. This is you, that is acting as an observer, moving towards each other. What happens to their velocity difference? Earlier moving with velocity, observer. Earlier train is moving with some velocity. When they are approaching towards each other, what happens to their velocity? Is it additive or subtractive? Velocity is said to be subtractive, means velocity difference produces between the both. So when observer moving towards the train, relative velocity of observer with respect to train, it can be written as Va minus Vb. When observer velocity is greater than train velocity. So this is first relative velocity condition. Okay. Now observer is moving slowly and train is moving fast. How to correlate relation between them? Of course, velocity is the difference. इधर काहीतरी velocity होती, इधर velocity होती, velocity difference तुमचं काय होणार आहे? कमी कमी होणार आहे. अरे बघा ना, इथं velocity 2 मीटर पर सेकंद, इथं velocity 3 मीटर, इथं velocity 4 मीटर, पण डिफरन्स काय असणार दोघांचा? कमी कमी होत गेला. Okay? So when observer is moving slowly with velocity Va and train is moving fast velocity Vb, how to write relative velocity of train with respect to observer is Vb minus Va ka train is moving fast, observer is moving slow. That's why velocity of train greater than velocity of observer. Then relative velocity of train with respect to observer can be written as Vpa is equal to Vb minus Va, and Vab relative velocity of observer means observer with velocity A with respect to velocity of second object, that is a train, is Va minus Vb. This is possible only when Va is greater than Vb. Again, observer is moving with velocity Va and train is moving with the velocity Vb with the same velocity. If both are having the same value of velocity, what is relative velocity of A with respect to B? What is relative velocity of B with respect to A? 0 ना, कारण डिफरन्स काय आला दोघांचा? 0. हे कधी तुम्ही ज्या स्पीडने जाताय, पळताय, त्या स्पीडने जर ट्रेन गेली, दोघांची एकमेकांशी असणारी रिलेटिव्ह व्हेलॉसिटी काय? 0. So this is the basic concept regarding the relative velocity. This is only for the case of one object. If there are number of objects, I can write here number of objects as for number of objects in motion. Number of objects in motion as A to Z. A to Z. Then relative velocity of A, पहिल्या ऑब्जेक्टची शेवटच्या ऑब्जेक्टशी असणारी कशी घेणार तुम्ही रिलेटिव्ह व्हेलॉसिटी? रिलेटिव्ह व्हेलॉसिटी ऑफ A with respect to Z is relative velocity of A with respect to B plus relative velocity of B with respect to C plus relative velocity of C with respect to D plus relative velocity of Y with respect to Z. That gives total relative velocity of A with respect to Z. So this happens only when number of objects are under motion, but this is said to be a ideal case. Practically it is not possible. Practically what's going on? तुम्ही असं पळताय, ट्रेन इकडे येते, म्हणजे तुम्ही एका स्टेट ऑफ रेस्टला आहे, ट्रेनचं स्पीड किती आहे? 2 मीटर पर सेकंद. तुम्हाला आवाज किती ऐकवला? 10 डेसिबल. ट्रेनचं स्पीड वाढलं, तुमचा आवाज वाढला, तुम्हाला आवाज जास्त ऐकणार कशाचा? whistle coming from the train. Why? Distance between observer and train decreases. ओके, मग वेलॉसिटी वाढत गेली तसं काय होणार आहे, तुम्हाला जास्त आवाज ऐकू येणार आहे. म्हणजे दोघांच्या रिलेटिव्ह वेलॉसिटीचं रिलेशन कसं आहे, VB मायनस VA इज सिम्पली, बघा या केसमध्ये VA काय 0, VB अंडर मोशन. सो वेलॉसिटी ऑफ ट्रेन विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ऑब्झर्वर इट इज वेलॉसिटी ऑफ B ओनली. कारण का तुम्ही ॲट रेस्टलाच आहे, ट्रेन स्टेडी असेल तुम्ही तिकडे बघताय म्हणजे याच्या विरुद्ध रिलेशन करताय. VAB इज इक्वल टू ओनली VA when objects, one object is said to be at rest, but when both are under motion, this is the case. The relative velocity of one with respect to two and relative velocity of second with respect to first. At actual practice we can compare three velocities, means we can compare relative velocity of three objects, not more than that. This is the ideal case, A to Z, VAB plus VBC. This is the ideal case, but at actual we can maximum compare the relative velocity of three objects only. This is just a basic concept. In an actual class we are going to study this relative velocity concept in an aeroplane. When aeroplane is under motion, what is the relation between wind direction and aeroplane motion, by considering these two equations. So this is the actual example case we are going to discuss in the classroom. So here is end of this chapter, motion in plane. In this chapter we had studied the different concepts regarding the displacement, distance, velocity, speed, acceleration, average acceleration, instantaneous velocity, instantaneous acceleration. Then we have seen the displacement equation, first kinematical equation, second kinematical equation, third kinematical equation under 2D. And when the object is moving under gravity, we have also seen first kinematical equation, second kinematical equation and third kinematical equation. Also we have seen the expression for instantaneous velocity, average velocity, instantaneous acceleration, average acceleration. Okay, and also we have seen whatever the area under the curve, that always gives the displacement of the object. And then we have seen the concepts regarding the projectile, time of flight of the projectile, height of the projectile, equation for range of the projectile, and equation of motion of the projectile. That equation was parabola, y is equal to ax minus bx square. Then after we have seen uniform circular motion, relation between linear velocity and angular velocity, that is v is equal to r omega. And then we have seen the expression for the centripetal acceleration in terms of magnitude, in terms of direction, and the last point we have seen as a time period of the conical pendulum. And today we have discussed the concept of the relative velocity. So try to solve whatever the homework given to you point wise at home. So these homeworks will be applicable to you for solving the any type of the expressions which could come from the particular points from this chapter. So we can stop here. Thank you. In the next lecture we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is from physics second, electrostatics. Thank you.